Ryan Williams goes on a Barstool show with John Gruden and is talking about how they lost to Vanderbilt last year. And John Gruden asked him the question, well, what's it going to be like for y'all having lost to Vanderbilt last year when they roll into Tuscaloosa this year? And Ryan Williams, he gave a great answer. He said it's going to be, we don't call it revenge games. It's going to be taking care of an ant with a sledgehammer. You get the visual there. That fired me up. And if you're a Bama fan, you're like, let's roll, baby. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Diego Pavia responds via his socials, his Instagram story, with Gucci Mane's Made It running in the background of his story. And the quote from that, or the lyric, I should say, from that story that he highlighted is, they acting like they tough, they don't want no confrontation. Tags Ryan Williams on Instagram and says, let's run it. I love this on a number of levels. No matter who I am, if I'm a Vandy fan or a Bama fan or just a college football fan, I love everything about this. Let's start with the Bama fan. First of all, losing to Vanderbilt last year, you were embarrassed, you were frustrated, you were probably sick to your stomach. So looking to this upcoming season, when they come to your place, you hear Ryan Williams' answer, you're like, darn straight. We're Bama, they're Vandy, we're the big dogs, they're the bottom feeders of the SEC, should never have happened. We're going to make them rue the day they ever did that to us in Nashville. Like, we're about to prove something here. Ant with sledgehammer? Yeah, absolutely. Going to take care of those dudes. And the other part that you love about this is Ryan Williams saying, yeah, we're going to have a killer instinct here. And it feels like that was missing last year from Bama, doesn't it? Like, you don't get beat by a lesser talented team than you if your team is all the way locked in and has that killer instinct. Bama didn't have it last year on the road. Why? I think some of it probably was the I don't know if hangover is the right word, but the excitement from beating Georgia the year before, or the week before, I should say. Under Saban, I don't know if there's that lack of focus or dialed in or however you want to phrase it. That was missing. That's why he got beat by Vandy. All right. So now if you're Vandy and you hear Diego Pavia say, okay, hey, you guys are talking tough, you're not about it, let's run it, let's get after it. If you're, I'll say this, if you're a true Vanderbilt fan and you know how to win in college football, you like this. If you don't like Diego Pavia tagging Ryan Williams on Instagram and talking about, how they don't actually want confrontation or whatever, if you don't like that, then that's exactly the reason why Vanderbilt sucked for the longest time. Like, Vanderbilt became a different operation, became a different football team when Diego Pavia got there. And yeah, he's great with what he does on the ground. Yeah, he's a great guy running the offense for guy's the wrong way to phrase that. He's a great quarterback for that offense that they run out there at Vanderbilt, and that's awesome. But like the biggest benefit of Diego Pavia being your quarterback is this right here, that dog mentality, dude. Now you flip around a team that's been the bottom feeder of the SEC the last couple of years. You bring in someone who's not familiar with that, who doesn't swing that way with their wiring competitively. Diego Pavia is all the way about winning football games, and he's not listening to the outside noise of, well, Bama's supposed to do this. Well, you guys are favored by this many points. He doesn't care. He does not care. And the best competitors are just like Diego Pavia. A little bit psychopathic, a little bit delusional in the belief system, because it was delusional to think that Vandy could have beat Alabama after they just beat Georgia. But guess what? Diego Pavia missed that memo. That's a big reason why he played the way he played, and that's a big reason why they beat Alabama. So if you have a problem with this, though, one, you've probably never played competitive sports. Two, you just maybe don't understand trash talk. I love so much the trash talking from Ryan Williams and Diego Pavia if I'm just a college football fan for a number of reasons, because you actually have to back up trash talk. That's the thing. That's why I have no problem with trash talk, because at some point in time, Diego Pavia is going to be on the field in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and have to back up his Instagram story. Same deal with Ryan Williams. Ant to sledgehammer, guess what? You get to be the sledgehammer to that ant. October 4th will be a great one. I can't wait for it. You have to actually prove it, and that's the beautiful part about competitive sports. Men lie, women lie. What happens between the white lines on Saturdays does not lie. And we get to tell the truth on that October 4th. Now, if you're a college football fan even further removed from this, here's the gift to you. Last year's game plus this trash talk is doing nothing but juicing up Vanderbilt at Alabama. Wild statement to say a couple of years ago, but here we are. When you look at that weekend of October 4th, it's what I call one of those quiet Saturdays. A little unassuming from a 30,000-foot view, you're maybe thinking about making some plans for that Saturday. Don't do it. Do not do it, because this game will be awesome with some juice. But, like, this game being juiced up is a gift to us as college football fans. Because, again, going back to that weekend, the best game outside of that is Texas at Florida, maybe Miami at Florida State, Kansas State at Baylor, Clemson at North Carolina, Dabo versus Chapel Hill. It'll be, we're sickos. So we cherish and love every single weekend. But if you have some fans that your friends you're trying to get maybe dialed into the weekend even more so, trying to get them to be some better college football fans, here's the gift. Sell them the Ryan Williams, Diego Pavia story. Sell them the Vanderbilt beat Bama last year at Nashville, and now they got to go to Tuscaloosa. Sell them that story, and it has nothing but more juice. So I love this. I think this is awesome. I appreciate so much Diego Pavia and Ryan Williams bringing this extra juice. If you're a Bama fan, awesome. Ryan Williams, we better be sledgehammer to Ant this year. Diego Pavia at Vandy, this is what you've been missing. That dog mentality, the psychopath mentality at quarterback, and when your quarterback leads the charge here, good football teams you follow, and Vandy followed that last year. Cannot wait for that one. Can't wait for Vandy and Bama. Who would have thought that, dude? Can't wait for Vandy and Bama. The beat goes on.